Hey guys, King of Arlia here, and welcome to Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I started recording this on the PlayStation 1, the best way to play a PlayStation 1 game, of course. This is the official birth of the Metroidvania series, or rather when it became popular. Well, Metroidvania is a subgenre of an action-adventure game made by Konami. Why is it all of their best games are on the PlayStation 1? I don't get it. But for this episode, I'm just gonna show off a couple things. Well, try to, because this is a post-recording, as I'm going to do with the rest of the Symphony of the Night game. I ended up going with King, because I'm the King of Arlia. Journey back to 1792 in the Transylvania countryside of Romania. I think that was it. I should have stopped talking when I was talking about my name. That's a nice little look of a map. Seaside. And a big castle. Why does that bridge remind me of Shadow of the Colossus? I mean, this looks pretty good, and I'm just looking at a very kind of small window. But it's just me, but the textures in the castle and the high-res cutscenes, they just don't look complete. Well, except that the roofs look fine. And for those of you who've played the series before, or know your stuff, that one little tiny room, that would be Dracula's throne. But we're starting the game here. Now loading. At least this isn't as long or as annoying as Suikoden's. Here, the final stage already. Well, we're playing as Richter Belmont, the hero of the last Castlevania game, which I actually haven't played. And that was a secret little switch there. You can collect some items, as you'll be seeing in a moment, but unfortunately, they don't really do anything. The Firebrand Dark Shield, the Moon Rod. Let's see. Music here is pretty good, by the way. Shield Rod. Shield Rod's actually a pretty good weapon. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be using it. And now back to the hallway. Collect some hearts. And there he is. Begin the obligatory bad acting.
Die, monster. You don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
And boss time. And listen to that music. Sadly, it only plays once. Like a lot of good video game music. Yeah, I forget you can actually destroy those smaller fireballs. I just keep jumping over them. It works, but I keep getting hit. This is a pretty good start to the game. Not this game in particular, but any game like this. Especially if the game is a direct continuation. Or it has something for a backdrop. Yeah, you can definitely see that I'm either pretty bad or rusty, if not both. I'm actually having a pretty hard time dodging this game in general. good news is, at least I'm not getting hit. At this point in the game, it's impossible to lose. Hooray for animal magic. Now I'm invincible. Unfortunately, it does nothing for your hearts or damage, I think. I didn't want to show off Hydro Storm, but I just wanted to make it look good because I kind of botched it as it is, considering Maria showed up at all. And the finisher. Okay, Dracula's dead. Let's kill Maria. No, don't burn this precious moment. Sorry, I need to clear my throat. It was Richter Belmont, the legendary vampire hunter who succeeded in finally ending the menace of Count Dracula, Lord of the Vampires, who had been brought back from the grave by the Dark Priest Shaft. I hope that's a nickname. However, one night 4 years later, under the glare of a full moon, Richter mysteriously vanished. With no idea where to begin her search, Maria Renard set out to look for him. It was then that fate intervened. Castlevania, the Castle of Dracula, which is rumored to appear once every century, suddenly materialized out of the mist, as if to show her the way. Meanwhile, powerful forces were struggling for the soul of a man named Alucard, the very same Alucard who had teamed up with Trevor Belmont to battle his immortal father, Count Vlad Tepes Dracula. If he's immortal, then why try to kill him? Alucard, in order to purge the world of his own cursed bloodline, had submerged his vampiric powers and entered into what was supposed to be an eternal slumber. But now he is awake and aware of the evil once again at work in his homeland. The time has come once again for the forces of good and evil to engage in their ancient battle. Dracula's castle beckons for you, and no man can say who shall emerge victorious. I think we all know who's going to win. Of course, we don't know if it's going to be good or evil. Look at that full moon, or look at where it used to be. Now loading again. Doo-doo-doo. Ah, there we go. Are we on a horse? No, just running that fast. Hey, look, a birdie. And jump over the gate, and there we are. Pretty dark. Did we just kill a giant wolf in one slash? This is pretty cool. Right about now, Q, one of the best pieces of music in the game. For those of you who play the original Castlevania, this part should actually look very familiar. In fact, it's actually a more clean version of the first level. And we level up. Not new to the series, whenever you get enough experience, you level up. Excuse me? Here we break the wall to get a pot roast. I don't know why, but I decided to break that other side. There is the ability to make enemies bleed, as you can see with the sword right there. It does some effects occur during or when an enemy bleeds. The only effect I can name right now is a spell that heals you when you cause enemies to bleed. Well, can't kill that way. Gotta come there from behind. But, I'll be doing a self-imposed challenge. Here we have our stats. Health, MP, and heart. Self-explanatory. Heart is used to use a special weapon. We have attack, defense, room, kills, time, strength, constitution, intelligence, and luck. Strength is the damage. luck affects critical hit rates, I believe, from the top of my head. Intelligence affects spells damage, but since we're doing a self-imposed challenge, we're not using spells at all. And strength. That doesn't look good.
Ah, Alucard. What is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I was on your side before.
I will not.
Great comeback.
Regret those words. We will meet again.
No, my blue sword! Why? And I didn't show off the equipment before because, well, one, I forgot, and two, well, we were going to lose it anyway, so why bother? Also, I don't plan to reuse that equipment if we get it back. I mean, death's that nice, right? Right? As you can see, even reduced to a boxer. Defense, Constitution rather. I'm not quite sure what it does, but it does affect your defense, and I think that it does affect your health growth. And since your stat ups in this game are not set in stone, you might need to do a bit of save scumming. Oh, can't go that way. Initially, my initial equipment, as we get it back, I will equip. However, I will not update my equipment until after a boss battle. Unless, again, for the first type of each equipment we get, save for accessories, and I forget how to save. And, except for when it is absolutely needed. I'll go over that later. But here, we find our first artifact, the Cube of Zoe. What it allows us to do is have items to materialize out of candles. Excuse me? And I always check these candles out of habit. We're not going to be using any sub-weapons in this challenge either. So these hearts are useless. I still break them for money, as you see there. As far as I'm aware, money is always in the same candles every time for the same amount. Of course, I'm not 100% sure about that. But with nowhere else to go, let's go through this door. This will be it for the first episode of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. King of Aurelia signing off. Have a good day.